Shine here in Greater Manchester. Aidan McGowan gets proceedings underway. Swinton will have first use of the ball. Both sides at 50%. It promises to be another compelling, thrilling afternoon in the Bradford Championship as Swinton move the ball over on this main stand side and look to attack early doors here, and it's going to be Rhys Williams who's wrapped up there. No secret, this is the second biggest pitch in the Championship, and Bradford will certainly have to watch their edge defence as Swinton certainly look to like to strike out on the edges. So 30 seconds gone on the clock. They're moving it out of dummy half from Josh Eves to Patton, to Abram, and Abram is inside the Bradford half, wrapped up there by Suter, and that's tackle foregone for the Lions. One remaining on this set of six as Abram gets to his feet and he'll play the ball. They decide to come down the middle channel here with Lucas Green. He's on loan from the Warrington Wolves, and they're 35 out on their first set of six. On the last tackle as the ball goes to Gibson. Gibson puts one up. It's going to be a tricky one for Tafua to take. Tafua takes it on the full in the sunshine. Passes back on the inside to McGowan. McGowan tackle one for the Bradford Bulls. 10 metres out from his own try line. And we've had exactly a minute gone on the clock here at Haywood Road. So Bradford playing the ball here down the middle of the park as Zach Fulton carries Bradford just outside their own 20-metre line. That is going to be tackle free for the Bradford Bulls. Suter at dummy half to Lawrence. Lawrence to Holmes. Holmes along the line to McGowan. McGowan with a half chance there. He's brought down 15 shy of halfway on tackle number 4. One remaining here for the Bulls as Dorrow in that loose forward position carries Bradford 5 shy of halfway. So good defensive set here from Swinton, and they force the error here on Aribi Dorrow. And it's Lewis Hall with a big physical challenge. He was helped there by Johnny Vaughan, a try scorer against Halifax last week. Swinton centre with the red scrum cap here. And now Bradford have put themselves under a little bit of early pressure. Scrum, head and feed, says referee Liam Rush. And it's going to be a scrum to Swinton in a centre field position on Bradford's 40-metre line. Well, as we said, Bradford's still going through a lot of adversity with those 10 players missing due to injury. And the latest player to fall down is Joe Arundel, who's missed training all week with an illness, as Patton from the base of the scrum carries Swinton. 25 out from the Bradford try line, opening moments of this game. Swinton like to start fast and strong. They've certainly scored a couple of early tries in their last couple of games in those wins against Dewsbury and Halifax, and they're starting strong here. Bradford's defence will have to be alert as Lucas Green's wrapped up there by Michael Lawrence. Good defence there from the captain. His first returning free from a groin injury. Swinton now in front of the Bradford post. Bounce of the ball kind to Patton. He picks it up. It goes to Gibson. Gives it there to forward Matty Foster. He's on loan from Salford, and Foster is wrapped up on tackle 4. 10 metres out as Josh Eve goes out of dummy half. But Dorrow wraps up Patton. Lawrence comes in. Good, alert, efficient Bradford defence. They're on the last tackle here, Swinton. 2.5 gone on the clock. They go wide towards Gibson. Gibson boots a ball into the in-goal area. McGowan's going to be trapped in goal. We might see a lot of goal line dropouts this afternoon because they are the full 10 metres, these in-goal areas here. As we said, it's a rugby union ground here. Sale Rugby Union, predominantly the host tenants here. Swinton obviously have made this their home in the last couple of seasons, but certainly Swinton, they're using the benefit of this big rugby union field to their advantage, and Jordy Gibson there on the last tackle forcing McGowan in goal, and now Swinton will look to go again here as Bradford now are put under more pressure from the Swinton Lions forward pack as Lucas Green takes tackle 1. 30 out from the Bradford line. Mikey Wood wrapped up here. 25 metres out. The former Huddersfield man gets to his feet. He'll play the ball. Patton. Short ball there towards Foster. Foster's brought down tackle 3. 2 left for Swinton. The 15 out. Bradford have conceded a set restart here. Matty Foster wanted a quick play of the ball. And referee Liam Rush saying Bradford were holding down in the tackle. So Swinton, the tackle can't. Resets, reloads as Josh Eve goes towards Patton. Patton to Gibson, but Kieran Gill comes in from his centre position. Bradford just need to shuffle some players over on that short side because Swinton, that's where they were looking, but they come back across the face of the post here with Hall, and Lewis Hall just fronts up straight into Dorrow and Souter. He's wrapped up there, 8 metres out underneath the Bradford post. Ball goes one from Eves towards Patton. Patton with the double pump towards Gibson. Ball's going towards the corner, and there's going to be a chance here for Swinton, but he's gone straight into touch there as Richard Lepore. That was great, effective, efficient Bradford defence, because Swinton were looking very dangerous with Patton, Gibson and Abram involved in that attacking move. They forced Swinton into their first error in open play. Bradford will have the ball 10 metres out from their own try line. We've had 6 minutes gone on the clock here, and it's scoreless at Haywood Road, and it's Swinton 0, Bradford 0. Well, when these two sides met last season here, it was Swinton 26, Bradford 42, 13 tries. At Odsall, it was 44, 38 and 14 tries. So historically, there's a lot of points on the board when these two meet, but Bradford's defence has shown massed and considerable improvement in 24, as we see Bradford now just moving the ball down the middle here with Aribi Dorrow, 25 out from his own try line, and Dorrow's made some good metres after contact, carries Bradford 10 shy of halfway. Souter's in there at dummy half, goes towards Rogers. Rogers is wrapped up just shy of halfway. Once again, Mikey Wood racing out of that Swinton defensive line with Andrew Badrock. And now here goes Souter out of dummy half, making 15 metres inside the Swinton Lions half of the field. McGowan's in there at dummy half. It goes to Lilly on the last. Lilly put under pressure, sends one up downtown towards Abram. Abram takes it from the clear blue skies. He's going to be wrapped up, 18 out from his own try line. We've had 8 minutes gone on the clock, still scoreless here between the Lions and the Bulls. Bradford just getting a feel for the game here after that early Swinton pressure. Souter, Myers, Lilly in defence as Lilly comes in again with Souter. So they've made 2 tackles in quick succession here as Souter and Lilly, as Patton found Williams over on this left-hand edge. Good defence, though, from the Bulls. Once again, Souter's made 3 tackles in a row now as Swinton come down the middle with Mikey Wood. He's wrapped up there by Mikey Wood. Sorry, Mikey Wood is wrapped up there by Fenton Rogers and Harvey Wilson. But referee Liam Rush is going to say that is a high tackle. Swinton have the penalty. The referee's going to stop the clock here. There's a HIA or potential HIA for the Swinton Lions. Forward Mikey Wood, former Bradford man, had a spell at Sheffield, now here in Lancashire, as he just gets the medical treatment from the Swinton Lions physio and doctor. Dick Patton just having a word here with referee Liam Rush about something that has happened. Don't think Dick Patton's happy about that, but it is a penalty nonetheless. Did look like Fenton Rogers was falling into the tackle, so too Mikey Wood, but obviously we do have the more stricter, stringent tackle laws in place, and it's only going to get even more stringent and stricter next year when the Super League Championship and League One, anything above the shoulder will be a penalty. That should be interesting to see how the players in those full-time environments deal with the new tackle laws coming in. So Bradford putting themselves under a little bit of pressure here because they're going to concede that penalty, which will see Swinton tap the ball here with Johnny Vaughan. He's wrapped up 20 out in a 2-man tackle by Holmes and Wilson. Out of dummy half from Eves. It goes towards Patton down the middle here with Hall. Lewis Hall wrapped up tackle 2, 20 metres out in front of the Bradford post, centre field position. 9 minutes gone. Bradford doing a lot of defending early in this game as Swinton move the ball on this left hand edge here with back rower Matty Foster. Foster's wrapped up, 8 appearances for Swinton last season whilst he was on loan from Salford, and it's the same again in 24 as Eves finds Gibson back down the middle here with Hall, but Hall's wrapped up on tackle 4. 1 remaining here for Swinton. Bradford backed up on their own try line. Swinton 10 out from the Bulls line as it goes from Green towards Patton to Abram. Abram's pass gone straight into touch. Gillen to Fua just put pressure there on Vaughan and Lepore, and they didn't really see where the ball was going there. So Swinton have come up with their second error of the afternoon, and they've put themselves under a little bit of pressure early doors here, Bradford, but they've managed to repel the Swinton Lions attack. Well, as we said, Bradford arrive here at Haywood Road hurting from blowing a 7-point lead in the final 6 minutes last Sunday. Eamon O'Carroll was left frustrated by Bradford's lack of leadership and game management on the field in that 14-13 loss to Widnes. And the message from Eamon O'Carroll is that, yes, Bradford do have those injury adversity, but Bradford need to be smarter. They need to use the game management more to see out games, and the loss to Widnes last week is unacceptable. So Bradford now moving the ball with Holmes, out wide towards Gill. Gill's 5 shy of halfway here. 2 tackles left for the Bradford Bulls as they just move the ball down the middle here now with Michael Lawrence. And Lawrence is going to carry Bradford inside the Swinton half. Tackle 4. 1 remaining here. This is a strong attacking set here from the Bulls. As now fed to Rogers, cuts through a gap. Rogers looking for support, but at the last gasp break, Mikey Wood comes in and wraps that ball carrying arm up. They're now 20 metres out in front of the Swinton post as the ball goes wide with Tom Holmes. He kicks towards the corner. Bounce of the ball is kind for Abram. And what a tackle that is there from Harvey Wilson on that left-hand edge, wrapping Abram up. And now Bradford are putting Swinton 2 metres out from their own try line with 2 tackles gone. We've had 11 gone on the clock. Swinton 0, Bradford 0. West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. And Bradford have gone high again in the tackle. They were doing so well there, the Bulls, putting the defensive pressure on the Lions. But in the end, I think it was Aribi Doro. He just went above the shoulder blade there of Lewis Hall. It's a 3rd penalty now to Swinton. 3-0 the penalty count. This now will alleviate some of that defensive pressure Bradford were putting Swinton on as Dec Patton fires the ball into touch on the far-stand side. So, 30 metres out from their own try line. Swinton will take tackle number 1. As Eve goes in there at dummy half to Gibson. Gibson misses out Hall, finds Green. Green's wrapped up there by Fulton and Suter, the 2 Australians for the Bradford Bulls. And that's a great tackle there from Zach Fulton. Fulton has forced Lucas Green to knock the ball on. Decision from the officials will go the way of the Bulls. It's on halfway. Swinton have come up with error number 4 now. So they're getting opportunities from Bradford. But credit to the Bulls. I'm sure Eamon O'Carroll doesn't want to be giving Swinton these opportunities. Certainly a bit of an ill-disciplined start with the set restart and the 3 penalties. 2 of them for high tackles, but certainly that defensive pressure there on Lucas Green. Zach Fulton absolutely wrapping him up, and the contact on the hot, hard Hayward Road surface forcing the ball to come loose. Jacob Douglas made his debut last week against Widnes. He's the Wigan youngster. He takes tackle 1 from the scrum. Rogers tackle 2. He's wrapped up there by Hall. And Bradford now 30 metres out from that Swinton Lions try line, looking for first points of the afternoon at Hayward Road as Suter goes left towards Holmes. Holmes beats 1. Can't get past Vaughan and Gibson. They're 20 metres out now, Bradford, with 3 tackles left. Lilly looks for willing runners, finds Rogers. Rogers back to Suter. Suter out wide to Holmes. High tackle on Tom Holmes. The officials have missed it, have they? No, they're not. We're coming back. Penalty in front of the post. Tom Holmes caught high. And Eamon O'Carroll, does he say go for 2 here? Well, he's sat about 10 seats to the left of where we are at the back of the main stand here. And I think he's going to say put the pressure on here and keep the pressure ticking over. Referee Liam Rush stopping the clock here. Yes, Jordan Lilly declining the option of going for 2 points here. Bradford's first penalty of the afternoon, and that was for a high tackle. And now Bradford go on the attacking rampage, and this is arguably their best spell of pressure and possession in this game. 13 minutes old, 0-0 here. Suter out of dummy half to Rogers. Rogers 8 metres out underneath the Swinton post. Playing towards the home end of Swinton's ground here as Suter fires it towards Lilly. Lilly, lovely bullet past to Fulton. Welcome back, Zach Fulton. Try number 3 of the season for Zach Fulton. And that was lovely architectural brilliance from Jordan Lilly. He threw the dummy. The gap was created. A double pump. Lovely outside ball to Fulton. And Fulton just ran through. And not even bulletproof glass would stop Zach Fulton from scoring that because he had the speed. And he's put it down underneath the post. And Bradford do make Swinton's ill-discipline pay. Bradford leading Swinton Lions here at the sun. drenched Hayward Road. It's Swinton 0, Bradford 4. Lovely play there from Lily. Just that little shake of the hips. Just that little movement of the shoulders. The Swinton defence bamboozled. They went the wrong way. The gap appeared. And Zach Fulton missed last week's game against Widnes due to the HIA protocols. We're in the 14th minute at Hayward Road. He has got the Bulls up and running. Kick predictor at 100%. It's 10 metres out. 10 metres out, right in front of the post. Jordan Lilly, an extra 2 points. He was 2 from 3 last week. He's now 40 from 51 for the season. He's kicking at 81% in 2024. Bradford 6, Swinton 0. Well, we'll let you know what the latest scores are in a moment. As we said, there's a whole host of games taking place this afternoon. Dewsbury 21, Toulouse 36 yesterday evening, as Dewsbury christened the Mike Stevenson stand. Latest scores in the Championship: scoreless at Post Office Road, Featherstone 0, Halifax 0, Barrow leading Batley at Craven Park, 0-0 between Widnes and Doncaster, and Whitehaven, they lead York by 6 points to 0 at the LNER. And just as we speak, Featherstone have gone in against Halifax, they lead Halifax 6-0. So, relatively tight, tense, close Championship games. The Championship, as we say every week, is a very unpredictable, fantastic rugby league competition, as we see Bradford now on the restart with Holmes finding it towards Gill. Gill looks to break clear, but he is wrapped up there by Vaughan and Lepore in a two-man tackle. He's on his own 30-metre line as Suter goes out of dummy half to Wilson. Wilson's caught above the shoulder. Officials have missed that one. Well, it's hotting up out there on the field as Michael Lawrence now comes down the middle and does a captain's knot. Bradford are up to halfway here, and they're on the last tackle. Suter to Lilly. Lilly sends one high, hanging downtown. Bounce of the ball's going to be kind, actually, for Bradford, because it's just going to go straight into touch, 20 metres out, and that will allow Bradford to set their defensive stall up, and Swinton, they will have a play the ball in centre field position. So if you're just joining us, we've had 16 gone on the clock, and it is Bradford 6, Swinton 0. Bradford looking to return to winning ways after those back-to-back defeats against Widnes and York in recent weeks. Deck Patton will play the ball here on tackle 1. Rhys Williams tackle 2. Fulton in defence here, going through a lot of work. Mitch Suter, Jaden Myers and Fulton. They're going to move it on this short-hand side here with Jaden Hatton. Relatively quiet so far, Jaden Hatton. Swinton have been predominantly going down the right-hand edge rather than the left, but Josh Eve goes out a dummy half. Now he's going to go lateral, and he's going to meet Harvey Wilson head-on with Doro and Lawrence. And young Harvey Wilson really throwing himself around here in the opening exchanges here, as Bradford's defence is keeping Swinton at bay. They're up to halfway here, the Lions on tackle 4, one left. Gibson took the line on there and he plays the ball. They come back down the middle here with Mikey Wood. Doro in defence with Rogers and Suter. Last tackle, says referee Liam Rush. They're 10 inside the Bradford half of the field. It'll be Eves to Patton. Patton, a lot of hang time on this kick. McGowan, sun facing him, takes it on the fall. He's immediately wrapped up there by Matty Foster, and referee Liam Rush will penalise Swinton's kick chase. The touch judge on the far stand side, Lewis O'Brien, saying that they were offside inside the 10, and the penalty count slowly even itself up. It's now 3-2 in favour of Swinton Lions. Jordan Lilly's about to hit the roof. There you go, you heard it. And a chance now for Bradford, 10 metres shy of the halfway line. Well, we've just heard Eamon O'Carroll, who's sat to our left, asking Jaden Myers and Aidan McGowan to up the tempo. And let's see if Bradford do up the tempo here. They've got a full set of 6 inside the Swinton half of the field. Myers on tackle 1. Now it goes down the left edge here with Doro. Doro's wrapped up in a 3-man tackle. Once again, Swinton just chancing their arm here at the ruck. No 6 again given on that occasion, but referee Liam Rush is just urging Swinton marker defenders to release and move as we see Wood and Hall bring down Fenton Rogers on tackle 3. Here goes Holmes to Lilly, out wide to Tafua. Tafua's away in the corner. Tafua, express trade stuff from Tafua. He's tackled 5 metres out from that Swinton line, but Bradford have Swinton stretched. It's Holmes in front of the post. He goes down the middle with Doro. They're calling for it, and Myers and Douglas on this right-hand edge. They might go back the other way. Suter does go the other way to Holmes. Holmes kicks through for himself. Kieran Gill touches down. He applies downward pressure, and Kieran Gill is in double figures now for the season. 6 tries in the championship, 10 in all competitions. Bradford makes Swinton pay dearly for more ill discipline. It's gone penalty then try to Bradford 2 times now, and Bradford opening up a 10-point double score lead here. We've just hit the 20th minute at Haywood Road, and it's no longer Patton to Gill. It's either Lilly to Gilly, or on that occasion it was Tom to Kieran, and he's touched down 5 metres in from the far stand side. Well, we've mentioned a number of times in recent seasons when we've covered games here at Haywood Road just how big these in-goal areas are here. As we said, it's predominantly a rugby union pitch, so they've got the in-goal areas the full 10 metres, and Tom Holmes, very, very delicate. He just applied the correct amount of power. Swinton's defence all at sea after that George Tafua break. George Tafua must have gone 60 metres down that far stand side. He was upended 5 metres out from the Swinton try line, and clever play from Bradford. I thought they might have moved it along the line towards the main stand, but they went back on the short side, and that is where Swinton was stretched, because they're double stacked here, thinking that Fulton, Myers or Douglas were going to get it. Kick predictor turn back on once again, 77% here for Jordan Lilly. Can he add an extra 2 metres? He's 10 metres in from touch. That goes between the posts. It's Swinton 0, Bradford 12, 21 minutes gone on West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV. Bradford appeared to be in a bit of a commanding position here. Well, when they met on the 3rd of March, Bradford edged a thrilling 1895 Cup quarter-final, which was backed by a strong defensive performance. It was only 9-6 at half-time, despite Chester Butler's 5th-minute score, and the fact that that game was only really won by Kieran Gill's try 2 minutes from time is testament to that performance of Alan Kilshaw's Swinton side. Butler, Lilly, Gill, the try scorers for Bradford that afternoon. So Kieran Gill's second try against Swinton this term. One in the 1895, one in the championship. Jaden Myers deals with a restart, 20 out from the Bradford line, as we now see Suter go down the middle here with Lawrence. Lawrence made nearly 20 metres there, Michael Lawrence. Swinton just starting to tire a little bit defensively around the ruck, and that's why Eben Skurr's come on the field, because Eben Skurr finds the support of Lilly on the inside. Excellent second phase play here, and Jordan Lilly is being held in the tackle there by Lewis Hall, so Bradford have the set restart, and Bradford now looking to go back to back here, because Swinton well and truly on the rack defensively. They're struggling to get back to their own try line as Bradford play the ball here with Mitch Suter, and it's another set restart to Bradford as Suter goes towards the left to Doro. Doro twisting and turning. Doro can't reach the Swinton try line. He's turned by Abram at the last gasp, but he'll play the ball a metre out. Suter now to Lawrence, to Lilly. Lilly finds a runner back on the inside, and it's Fulton who opened the scoring for Bradford a couple of minutes ago, and he's 5 metres out now. Another quick play of the ball. Suter goes short to Skurr. Skurr's caught high. Officials have missed that one again. He's going to play the ball a metre out from the line. Here comes Suter, and Mitch Suter straight out of dummy half takes 3 Swinton defenders over the line with him. And his last try was in round 2 against Halifax on Good Friday. He now has try number 3 of the season. And at this moment in time, with 24 minutes gone on the clock, it's a Bradford Bulls try procession on this bank holiday Sunday at Swinton. No answer for the line speed, the ruck speed of the Bradford Bulls. And the 700 to 800 Bull supporters in the stand over on the far stand side. They're banging the drum, blowing the trumpet in the sunshine. That one underneath the post. And this is almost certainly going to be Bradford back at 18 points to 0 here. Well, Mitch Suter, he could have gone down the middle with Doro. Doro was the decoy. That created a little bit of movement in that Swinton defence, so they were kidded and they went towards Doro, but as we say, Doro kind of just halted his run, so he didn't make contact with a Swinton defender, and Suter was over from dummy half. Very clever play there from the Bradford Bulls. Kick predictors are 100% here. This to take Bradford out to a free score lead. So Jordan Lillick free from free. Swinton Lions 0. Bradford Bulls 18. 15 minutes to go to half-time at Haywood Road. West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Mick the Game Caller Gledall once again for your Sunday afternoon. Pleasure listening. And the ladies scores, it's still Featherstone Rovers 6, Halifax 0, Widnes Doncaster 0-0. Look at this for a shock result. Whitehaven beating York by 14 points to 0 at the LNER. And it's Barrow 12, Batley 6 at Craven Park up there on the Cumbrian Peninsula. Bradford have come up with an error from the restart as Deck Patton kicks downtown towards young Jacob Douglas. And Jacob Douglas not able to take the ball in. So, I know it's an old cliche. I know it's the old adage. Sometimes after a try, you just get a little bit confident and fall in love with yourselves. But Bradford now are going to have to defend 10 metres out from their own try line. And with Eben Skur coming on for the Bradford Bulls, we've just seen Liam Cooper, the former Lee man, come on for Swinton. So Alan Kilshaw ringing the changes. Here goes Gibson to Hall. Hall is halted by Doro and Suter and pushed back. And that's great Bradford defence, because Swinton now have lost nearly 20 metres there. Referee finally calls held. Eben Skur involved in there as well as the third man. Cooper goes down the middle, 10 metres out. That's where they started. Free tackle's gone to go. Eves down the middle with Green. Big loud clatter there as Skur and Lawrence wrap up Green on tackle 4. One left here for Swinton. Bradford leading 18-0. It's going to go wide here towards Patton. Patton pumps it over the top to Williams. And Rhys Williams will walk in at the corner. And Swinton, at long last, show a response here. 27 minutes gone on the clock. And it was Deck Patton's restart that found touch. And Bradford just a little bit guilty there of being a little bit too compact in field. It's a try on the edge here for Rhys Williams. And Rhys Williams has got Swinton's first points of the afternoon. And the Lions show a response. We're in the 27th minute here. Patton will attempt the conversion attempt. 5 metres in from touch. He was 4 from 6 last weekend at the Shea in that impressive win by Swinton. Not only did they go to Toulouse and win 2014, they went to the Shea and got a 28-12. So here goes Deck Patton. Kick predictors only at 36%. It's a difficult touchline conversion, but that one will go just above the black dot here. And Swinton, are they about to stage a late first half comeback? Swinton 6, Bradford 18. So Patton against his former club from the touchline. Some of the Bradford supporters in this main stand were doing their best there to put off Deck Patton. Not quite sure what they were chanting at him. But it is West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. Aidan McGowan about to get the restart back underway. And I guess it's crucial Bradford just accept that that's a blip in their concentration, allowing the ball to bounce into touch. And they've still got that 12-point lead. But as we said, Swinton certainly know their way to their opponent's try line with those big scores that they've already put on Doncaster and Shrewsbury this season. Swinton moving the ball now with Patton. Ball goes wide on this right-hand edge. Myers. Also Fulton in defence. Eves out a dummy half to Patton. Patton kicks early. Looks for a 40-20. Tafua has to get back. It's going to be McGowan, though, who gets there first. The power bar was correct there from Patton. The accuracy not so. And now Swinton will at least turn Bradford around. And they'll play the ball 20 out from their own try line. So 28 minutes gone on the clock here, 12 to half time. 4 tries so far this afternoon. 3 to Bradford, 1 to Swinton. Here goes Suter, out of dummy half. Gap disappeared and opened up there for the Australian hookers. He gets to his feet. Lily's at dummy half. Lawrence now to Appo. So second interchange made by Eamon O'Carroll, and Kevin Appo's made 10 metres into the Swinton Lions half of the field, and he gets a quick play of the ball up. Suter now to Holmes. Holmes, second game back for him, and they're on the last tackle. Bradford 30 metres out now. It goes from Gill to Lilly. Lilly, a high hanging kick. Eves has taken Lilly out off the ball. Well, Lilly looks to the officials, and he's got away with one there as Josh Eves. But what Swinton haven't got away here is Richard Leporic coming up with the error, because Tom Holmes and Mitch Suter have two-man tackled him after the Lilly kick, and he's spilled the ball 10 out from his own line. A 6th error in this first half for Alan Kilshaw's side, and Alan Kilshaw will not be happy with Swinton's ball handling, because that has been allowing Bradford to just stem and suffocate any momentum or ascendancy that Swinton may have had in this game. Jordan Lilly just having a word now with Liam Rush about that late hit from Josh Eves. Jordan Lilly not happy that that's been missed by the officials. But Bradford do at least have the scrum after the error. So Suter to Lilly to McGowan. McGowan trying to pirouette away and dance his way to the line. And they've gone in with the shoulders here. Dec Patton has gone in with a shoulder on Aidan McGowan. And now it's going to be a penalty to Bradford. So it's 3 penalties apiece. Do Bradford think about going for 2 points here, because it's just 15 to the right of the post? Well, we look towards Eamon O'Carroll, but he didn't have 2 fingers in the air. And it's going to be Lilly now towards Appo. Appo's going straight down the middle here, and Appo, I think he's going to be held up, is he? No, he's a metre out from the line. A great attacking run there, sets the platform. Kevin Appo, the PNG international. Suter now to Holmes. Holmes floats it out wide to Tafua. Tafua back to Gill. Someone's been tackled late. Referee says play on. Kieran Gill twisting, turning. Somehow, Kieran Gill stays in touch there. It's very frenetic here between Bradford and Swinton. Bit of calmness perhaps needs to be applied as it goes from Holmes now to Skur. Skur goes down the left edge, 5 metres out. 2 tackles left here for the Bulls. Well, you thought Tafua was going in at the corner. They still might go in with Wilson here. Wilson's wriggling around. He's still a metre out. Tackle 4. 1 left here for Bradford. The lead by 18 points to 6 as Tafua tries to crash bang. Thank you over his way the line, but he's not getting past Dan Abram and Mikey Wood on that left-hand edge. Bradford on the last tackle. Still playing the ball a metre out. It goes in centre field to Holmes. He links back to Lilly. Lilly in front of the post. He kicks towards the corner. Looking for Myers and Douglas. Dan Abram. Safety first. And now it's kicking off in back play between Patton and Fulton. Well, Dec Patton's gone straight to Fulton there. The touch judge comes on. Bradford have forced the goal line dropout. They just probably want to just apply a bit of calmness here to proceedings. And Dec Patton's been warned here by Liam Rush to stop the shenanigans. We've got 7 minutes to go to half time. Swinton 6, Bradford 18. Bradford forcing a repeat set of 6. So underneath the Swinton post, Patton will kick. Up to the Swinton 40 with Holmes, and here goes Skur. Skur, 10, 15, 18, 20 metres made there. Tackle 1, Bradford, 20 out from the Swinton line. A lovely run there from Eben Skur. Suter to Appo. Appo through a gap down the right-hand edge, and Appo's now 5 metres out. Bradford is the 4th try of the afternoon coming. They're certainly knocking on the door. It goes from Suter to Wilson. Wilson's trying to ground the ball, but he's held up in the field of play a millimetre away from breaching the Swinton line. Suter to Appo. Appo's run halted there by Matty Foster. Good defence from the Lions. Suter goes on this main stand side with Lilly. Lily twisting, turning, wrapped up there by Jordan Gibson. Good defence from Swinton. They're on the last tackle here. Suter kicks into the in-goal area. Ball bounces up for Lawrence. He doesn't score many, Michael Lawrence, but Swinton have conceded a set restart. It is their third set restart they've conceded for laying on in the tackle. Bradford queuing up out wide. Kieran Gill keeps hold of possession. Wrapped up there by Liam Cooper and Jack Houghton. Well, it's all happening here. Suter to Skur. Skur 2 metres out from that Swinton line. Will Suter go himself out of dummy half? In the end, Swinton have knocked the ball on here as Bradford look to move it towards Gill and Tafua. A 7th error of the afternoon from Swinton, and all this pressure now on this Swinton line. This is a crucial period in this game. Bradford leading 18-6, but you feel they have to try and turn what is now going to be a 4th consecutive possession on the Swinton line into points on the scoreboard. The Bull supporters blowing the trumpet, banging the drums. It's a carnival atmosphere here in Greater Manchester this afternoon. A hot, humid afternoon, the sun shining. And Bradford looking to return to winning ways. Big set of 6 here with half-time approaching. Holmes to Myers. Myers can't take the ball in. Myers, if he takes it in, he's got momentum to go past Rhys Williams and Jaden Hatton. In the end, Bradford have come up with only their 3rd error of this first half. And the scoreboard will remain Swinton 6, Bradford 18. But look at this from Zach Fulton. Swinton are still playing the ball 2 metres out from their own try line here. Perhaps the advantage should have been a scrum on the 10 to Swinton, but Bradford won't be complaining about that. Hatton's getting to his feet and he'll play the ball 10 metres out. He's moved off the mark here, Jaden Hatton, so referee Liam Rushdie stops the clock and tells him to go back. Swinton on tackle number 4 here, and they're 12 metres out from their own try line as Lucas Green moves it over on that left-hand edge. But look at that from Skur and Suter, and now all of a sudden Swinton might be looking for a kick from deep, although Lucas Green is just going to carry it into Okoro and Apo. So Apo, Okoro and Skur, free interchanges made by Eamon O'Carroll, and they're on the last tackle here. Swinton still deep inside their own half as Patton drills the ball downtown towards Jacob Douglas. Douglas takes it on his own 30. He's up to the 40. Pass on the inside to McGowan. Well, we were right in line with that. And that will allow Douglas now to be that sort of second attacking runner. And he's made 15 metres down the middle. He's 5 inside the Swinton half of the field. We've got 3 minutes to go to half time. It's Swinton 6, Bradford 18. Bradford scoring 18 points in 8 minutes after tries from Fulton, Gill and Suter. They're inside the Swinton half here now with Holmes to Okoro on loan from Warrington. Dan Okoro's rolled over on his back. 2 tackles left on this set with the Bulls as Suter goes out of dummy half, and it's another set restart because Suter has caught the Swinton defenders, not square, but it will not matter. Set restart. Apo's in support down the middle, and Kevin Apo has try number 3 of the season. The Prince of P&G in the right place at the right time, and Swinton's ill discipline costing them dear here at Haywood Road. It's Swinton 6, Bradford 22. Conversion will come from underneath the post for Jordan Lilly. Bradford are going to restore their 18-point cushion, their 18-point lead here. Things were just flaring up underneath the post there. Not quite sure what was going on, but the touch judges have come in and they've dispersed the players. Well, that was just the line speed. Mitch Suter straight out of dummy half. It was Lewis Hall and Liam Cooper, the A&B markers. They were not square. One of them made contact with Suter, 6 again, because Swinton not able to deal with the attacking onslaught and threats from not just Mitch Suter, but Tom Holmes, Jordan Lilly, the edges with Gill and Myers. Kick predictor 100% once again for Jordan Lilly. We've got a minute to go to half time here at Haywood Road, and Jordan Lilly 4 from 4 this afternoon. It has been a very strong response from the Bradford Bulls in this first half, It's Swinton 6, Bradford 24, and referee Liam Rush is stopping the clock here, and he wants a word here with Dec Patton once again. So no surprise Dec Patton's been involved in that schmozzle behind the post after Appo had scored. Kevin Appo's third try of the season for him. And that was good awareness for Kevin Appo to be on the inside. Nothing Dan Abram can do. Abram was attracted to Suter like moths to a burning flame. And that created the space for Appo to go underneath the post. Well, Wakefield had a very strong showing on Friday night against Sheffield as they warm up for that 1895 Cup semi-final at Barnacard Odsal next week. And Bradford are doing just that this afternoon. Although from the restart, Jaden Hatton has got the ball back. And with seconds remaining here, Hatton's been caught high in front of the post. So it's a penalty to Swinton. It's Swinton 6, Bradford 24. They're not going to go for 2 points here. We've literally got 30 seconds left on the clock. So Swinton trailing by 18 and 24 points to 6. They're going to try and go for broke here. And it's going to be a play the ball underneath the Bradford post by Houghton. They're going to try and cross here with Green. Fulton and Appo roll Green over. Skur goes for the legs, going through a lot of work defensively, Eben Skur. Eves is in at dummy half. They're going to go short side with Patton. Patton beats one. Patton wrapped up there by Appo and McGowan. Hooter imminent. We've got exactly 40 minutes gone on the clock. And now it's another set restart. This time Bradford have conceded their second of the first half. So real tension building here because Josh Eves is 5 out from the Bradford line as it goes from Patton to Gibson, over on that right-hand edge to Badrock. Badrock's upended 5 metres out, 5 in from touch on that far stand side. Gibson goes back down the middle here with Jack Houghton. Houghton offloads the ball behind him to Patton. Patton crossfield kick, targets Douglas. Douglas does well. It was a final defensive play from the Bradles to get into position. It's 5-4 on Bank Holiday Sunday, West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV. Bradford have first use of the ball in the second half as Danakoro goes striding into some very, very determined and fierce in-your-face Swinton defence. So tackle 1, 12 out from the Bradford line. Lillian at dummy half to Myers. Myers, tackle 2 on the Bradford 20, centre field. Suter. Short ball on the outside to Skur. Skur makes 15 metres and carries Bradford 15 out from halfway, tackle 3. Jordan Gibson wrapping up Eben Skur there. Here goes Kevin Appo, and Appo breaks, but there's no one in support. Appo 5 shy of halfway, tackle 4. Suter scoots up to halfway to Holmes. Holmes, 10 inside the Swinton half, and a good, strong first opening set of 6 here from the Bradford Bulls, who lead Swinton, remember, 24 points to 6. Lily puts boot to ball, sends one down to Abram. Abram immediately clattered there by Kieran Gill, and they're going to play the ball here, the Bulls. Sorry, they're going to play the ball here, the Lions, inside their own 20-metre line. So if you're just joining us wherever you are in the world, a very strong, solid first half performance from the Bradford Bulls. Tries from Fulton, Gill, Suter and Appo. 24-6 their lead, but make no words about it. Swinton are going to throw everything at Bradford in this second half. They're 5 shy of halfway here with Jaden Hatton playing the ball. They're going to come down the middle here with Jack Houghton. He's wrapped up on halfway on the 5th and last tackle. So Bradford a good, strong defensive showing as Josh Eves goes towards Patton. Patton sends the ball into aerospace, targets McGowan. McGowan 10 out from his own try line, up to the 20, 25, 30. 20-metre raid there from McGowan. His run is halted there by Hatton and also Foster. Here goes Harvey Wilson. He's brought down just 15 shy of halfway. Tackle 3, 2 left here for the Bulls. In the sunshine at Haywood Road to Fua. Just alleviates that burden on the forwards early. Intense start from both sides here. As Suter goes to Holmes. Wilson's second carry in this set is up and over halfway. 3 Swinton defenders involved in that tackle on tackle 4. 1 left here for the Bulls as Suter goes short towards Holmes. Holmes out wide to Gill. Gill throws the dummy, steps back on the inside, but he's wrapped up there by Vaughan and Lepore, and Bradford are 20 out on that last tackle as Tom Holmes fires it back to Lilly. Lilly tries a cross-field kick, puts Rhys Williams under pressure. Williams takes it, but he's lost the ball. It's another Swinton error, and Jordan Lilly's kick towards the corner has paid dividends, and now Bradford will look to capitalise on that early Swinton Lions error, and they're heading towards the Swinton line with Danacoro. Tackle 1, 5 metres out, 10 to the right of the post. They go short side. Fulton looking for try number 2 of the afternoon. He's pushed back in the field of play, rolled over. That allows Swinton an extra second to set their defensive line up. So Fulton plays the ball on top of the Swinton line. It's going to be Suter to Lilly to Holmes. Short ball towards Wilson. Wilson's run there, halted by Rodent, who's just come on the field at the start of the second half, as Danacoro strides towards the line. And Danacoro, he will cross for his first Bradford try of the season. And the Warrington Wolves player started pre-season with the Bulls. His performances saw Sam Burgess and Warrington come calling. He's now on loan back at the Bradford Bulls. And that is just the tonic that Eamon O'Carroll would have wanted, because Swinton, they had a very, very short half-time investigation. They were waiting a good 3 or 4 minutes for Bradford to emerge, and that will just knock the stuffing out of that enthusiasm from the Swinton Lions. They've dealt with that early adversity, intensity that Swinton were going to throw on them. And Danacoro, it was just too big, too fast, too strong. Nothing that the Swinton Lions defence could do. And he crashes over at the right-hand side of the post. So, 45 minutes gone in this game. 5 minutes after half-time. And Bradford are on the board for try number 5 of the afternoon. Jordan Lilly, kick predictor once again at 100%. This one just to the right-hand side of the post. Lilly pilots the ball between the posts over the black dot. It's the perfect second-half start for Bradford. They further extend their lead here at Haywood Road. It's Swinton Lions 6, Bradford Bulls 30. Lilly 5 from 5 this afternoon. And now the Swinton Lions supporters urging their side to just try and get themselves back in this game. Patton's gone for a short restart. Bradford have let the ball bounce. Lilly's recovered possession for Bradford. Myers was pushed in the back there. I think it's legal. They were contesting the ball, but once again, Nick Patton's restarts. This proving a little bit troublesome for the Bulls. It's West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV. It's Swinton 6, Bradford 30. Bradford warming up for that 1895 Cup date with Wakefield next week in spectacular fashion. Most points Bradford have scored in the Championship so far this season, and there's still 34 minutes to go as Danacoro, the latest try scorer, carries Bradford up to halfway. Suiters at dummy half, goes down the middle here with Skur. Skur gets the legs pumping, finds the support of Apo. Second phase from the Bulls. Ball goes over the top from Holmes to Tafua. Tafua beats 1, 2. Thought about the inside ball to Gill, decides to take the tackle. 25 out from the Swinton line now. They're on the last tackle on the restart as Tom Holmes sends one up here for Dan Abram. Bradford called offside on a couple of players on this left-hand edge, and that will just allow Wilson and Gill to wrap up Abram 20 out from his own try line. So Swinton back in possession here, and they trail the Bradford Bulls now by 30 points to 6. Bradford, after those 2 back-to-back defeats against York and Widnes, looking to return to winning ways this afternoon as Rhys Williams, Swinton's try-scorer in the first half, is rolled over by Lilly, and Myers 15 shy of halfway. Patton looking for some organisation here from the Swinton attack, goes down the middle with Case. Case offloads the ball behind him. It goes to Houghton. Houghton's wrapped up there by a very alert, effective Eben Skur and Danacoro. Double-team tackle. And Swinton just looking devoid of ideas in attack here as they move the ball just up to halfway. They're on the last tackle here, Swinton. Gibson will put boot to ball on halfway. He will target McGowan. McGowan lets the ball bounce. Danger here for the Bulls. McGowan wrapped up 5 out from his own try line. Good kick chase there from Vaughan and Lepore. Bradford now with a bit of work to do. Just moving the ball out from their own try line. Tackle 2. Tafua, the former Manly Sea Eagle, rolled over on the Bradford 10-metre line. It's Gill in there at dummy half, goes to Douglas. He's wrapped up, tackle free. He'll get to his feet, will Douglas. Gill now to Holmes. Holmes, a bit of a mazy run, runs lateral, wrapped up there by Foster and Patton. Tackle 4, Bradford still inside their own 20-metre line here. It's going to go towards Lilly. Bradford have lost the ball behind them, picked up there by Apo, and Bradford are kicking on the last tackle here inside their own 20-metre line as Suter runs. He doesn't quite realise it's the last. He puts boot to ball, knocked on by Mitch Suter. I think this is going to go Swinton's way. A rare error there from the Bulls. Suter didn't realise it was the last tackle. He just went herring away out of dummy half, a scoop and a scoot. And now Bradford will have to do a little bit of defending. Only Bradford's 4th error in the game thus far. And that now will see them have to do some defending on their own try line. So 20 out from the Bradford line. They'll play the ball. Okoro and Skur, the Bradford markers, in that centre field position. So Case will play the ball. Eves. Right edge run here from Hall. Rolled over in a 3-man tackle. Suter just laying on in the tackle there. It's another set restart that the Bulls have conceded. So that's their 3rd of the match. Their 1st of the second half. But look at this for defence from Jordan Lilly and Jaden Myers. They've pushed Dan Abram back nearly 10 metres. So they're back outside the Bradford 20 as Patton floats the ball to Gibson. Gibson puts it back on the inside to Vaughan, and Vaughan's wrapped up there 20 metres out. So Swinton are back where they were. Eves down the middle here with Case. Case wrapped up by Okoro and Apo. 15 out now, centre field position. Eves once again goes across the face of the post to Patton. Patton goes out wide towards Williams. A lovely loop cut-out ball, but Williams has gone for the wrong option here. He stepped back on the inside and he's head towards the post. If he backs himself in at the corner, I think he makes it. Wrong option there from the Lions, but they're looking to get back in this game here as Gibson's got the ball. He kicks into the in-goal area, but Tom Holmes, he was alert to the danger there. And Bradford back in possession, repelling that Swinton Lions attack. Scoreboard remains here at Haywood Road. It is Swinton 6, Bradford 30. And we have had 10 minutes gone of this second half. So 6-0, the Bulls lead in this second half, 30 points to 6 on the scoreboard after those 5 tries from Fulton, Gill, Suter, Apo, Okoro. 5 different try scorers, a real team performance. Bradford showing a lot more maturity here as Lilly kicks out of dummy half early in the count. I don't think he was ever looking for a 40-20 there, but he's managed to turn Rhys Williams around, and Rhys Williams now will have to plot his attack from deep inside the Swinton half of the field as Patton goes out of dummy half, and he will give it there to Jaden Hatton. So Hatton's wrapped up, tackle 2, just shy of halfway here. Patton once again in at dummy half. It goes to Hall. Hall to Green. Green push back. Look at that smothering, suffocating Bradford defence. They've lost 10 metres there of Swinton, and it's Skur, Wilson and Gill. They're up to halfway on tackle 4, Swinton. What have they got left in the tank? Patton, can he engineer something? Goes to Gibson. Gibson ball. Did it touch Jaden Myers? Hatton's away towards the corner. Hatton's wrapped up. 10 out. They're on the last tackle. Swinton said it touched Jaden Myers. Difficult to see from here. So tackle count continues. Gibson, Patton in front of the Bradford post. And Gibson's been taken out. Penalty to Swinton. It's a call from the touch judge on the far-stand side. He says Gibson's been caught high and late. Referee Liam Rush will stop the clock. Swinton given penalty number 5 of the afternoon. It's 5-4 now against the Bulls. And Liam Rush is having a word with Jordan Lilly. Jordan Lilly apparently adjudged to have taken Jordan Gibson out late. Well, Patton had the ball and Swinton were actually looking to move it towards Vaughan and Lepori over on this right-hand edge. This will probably help Bradford a little bit in terms of allowing them to re-tank and refuel. Jordy Gibson's given the thumbs up by the Swinton doctor and physio. So with 52 minutes gone in the game, clock still stopped, 28 left. Swinton now looking to get away back in this game, but they need it fast. The scoreboard and the clock slowly coming into play and against them. Swinton, 5 metres out now, underneath the Bradford post. It's going to go from Eves to Gibson to Patton. Patton wrapped up there by Wilson, Gill and Skur. Bradford hunting in 2s and 3s. They're still 5 metres out though. Those 3 players committed leave Bradford short. But Green's gone the wrong way. He's gone straight towards Tyrone Ott, who's just come on the field here. There was space on that left-hand edge. That's where they're going to go now. Patton kicks into the in-goal area. It's a lottery. Lily's knocked the ball on. Referee Liam Rush will say scrum, head and feet to Swinton. Bradford coming up with error number 5 of the afternoon. And this now a 3rd repeat set of 6 on the Bradford line from the Swinton Lions. So this will be a good indicator for Eamon O'Carroll about that effort and that energy and that application he's been so proud of instilling in this Bradford Bull side in 2024. So a 3rd consecutive possession. Patton rolls the ball in the scrum. Eves takes it out. It goes to Gibson. Gibson takes the line on. Pass 1, pass 2. Gibson can't get the ball down. McGowan comes across at the last gasp with Eben Skur and he's been pushed back in the field of play. They're a metre out, underneath the post, looking to get back in this game, Swinton. Referee Liam Rush has a look, arches his back, says ball is in the field of play and they're underneath the Bradford post. It's another set restart. So Bradford now have conceded 4 as Patton floats the ball out wide. It goes towards Jaden Hatton. Hatton's over, but it's a penalty because Dec Patton has taken a Bradford player out off the ball. And that'll be the loudest cheer of the afternoon. Jaden Hatton thought he was going in for a comeback score, but Patton, well, he's let his petulance get the better of him. And he's now having a very, very ugly look at the Bradford supporters who are right in his face over on the far-stand side. Well, it's a bit like Punch and Judy at times with Dec Patton. Try disallowed because he obstructed a Bradford defender. And now Bradford play the ball with Jaden Myers, 10 shy of halfway. Douglas up to halfway, tackle 2. Well, Dec Patton's gone down injured and some of the Bradford supporters enjoying that one as it goes now down the middle here with Zach Fulton. Tackle 3. He's lost the ball for Miners. Fulton. Yeah, picked up by the officials. There was a little bobble there from Zach Fulton. Game's just getting a little bit scrappy now with Bradford in a commanding lead. We've got 24 minutes left on the clock. And it says Swinton 6, Bradford 30 on the scoreboard. Well, Dec Patton getting the all clear from the Swinton physio. So he will put the ball in the scrum. Gibson takes it out. And no sooner have Swinton met the red, amber and black Bradford defence of Holmes and Wilson. Gill and Tafua coming for a lovely 2-man tackle there on Gavin Roden. So Swinton playing the ball 5 inside the Bradford half of the field as Gibson gives it towards Case. Case offloads the ball back to Eves, to Vaughan. Vaughan to Roden. Holmes wraps up Roden with Gill. They're 35 metres out from the Bradford line. Oh, there's a punch on here. Gavin Roden has thrown a punch at Tom Holmes and the players come running together. Well, the touch judge Lewis O'Brien has come straight on the field. Did Lewis O'Brien see the punch from Gavin Roden into the face of Tom Holmes? Because that is what happened. And if the officials have seen it, Swinton are probably going to be a man down here. Referee Liam Rush will urge the players to disperse. And a big decision in the context of this game, because Swinton looking to get back, trailing 24-0, trailing by 24 points. It's 30 points to 6. They were in possession. Well, over to you. Peter Brook, Lewis O'Brien and Liam Rush. The punch was clear as day, and it was Gavin Roden on Tom Holmes. I'm guessing they're going to ask, was it a cleansed fist? Was it an open fist? Which way is this decision going? He's having a very, very long check with both his touch judges. And I think it might just be the captains and a cooling down. They might not have seen it. They might not have seen the initial punch. He's talking to Michael Lawrence and Rhys Williams, the two captains of Swinton and Bradford. No, he's going to the back pocket here. Gavin Roden will be sent to the sin bin for throwing the punch on Tom Holmes. And now Tom Holmes is going to join him. While Liam Rush is the sole arbiter of proceedings here. Well, Gavin Roden punched Tom Holmes. I can only imagine Tom Holmes is joining him for retaliation. And it's a penalty to Bradford for the punch. Well, Liam Rush is saying it's a push, but that was a clear punch from where we are at the back of the main stand. Get ready, the ball's about to hit the roof again. So Bradford, Tom Holmes becomes the 6th player of the season to enter the sin bin. 30 points to 6. Kieran Gill's going to play the ball 30 metres out. Yet Tom Holmes in the bin last week against Widnes. He's in the bin again this week. He can feel a little bit hard done by, I think, on that call. I'm sure we'll see the replay later on this evening. But Bradford now really looking for that knockout blow. Swinton hanging on. They're on life support as Lawrence, back for his second spell, takes Bradford 15 out underneath the Swinton post. Here goes Ott to Okoro. Okoro's 2 metres out here. And Bradford right on top of that Swinton try line. 5 metres to the right-hand side of the post. In front of the post now with Lilly. Lilly towards Wilson. Wilson, amazing run. He's failed on tackle number 5. Last tackle, 10 metres out. They go short to Lilly. Lilly crossfield kick, looking for Tafua. Tafua takes it, palms it back to Kieran Gill. Tafua, he stayed in touch, and Kieran Gill is Johnny on the spot. It is amazing. Bradford Bulls try. They targeted Lepori and Bourne, and the jukebox, I think he must be at least 6 inches taller. He just leapt up like a salmon going upstream to mate. And Kieran Gill on the inside, touches down, 5 metres in. And Eamon O'Carroll's seen summit. He's running down to the front of the main stand here. I think it might just be about composure. But that is the game here at 34 points to 6. Well, Eamon O'Carroll's going pitch side here, and he'll have a word with Michael Lawrence right in front of our commentary position. And I think he's just passing on some game management and leadership tips, what he wants the Bulls to do here. That was a very, very well-worked try on the last tackle by the Bradford Bulls. They've made that ill-discipline from Swinton count, and that is the knockout blow here. So, just gone past the hour mark. 18 minutes left. Jordan Lilly. 5 metres in from touch. Can he maintain his 100% record with a boot? No, he can't. It's hit the car in the car park behind the ground, and it's waved away. So, West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV. A very, very strong performance here by Bradford Bull standards. 34 points to 6 it remains. Kieran Gill, try number 11 of the season. Lilly, 5 from 6. 34-6 it is. And we've got 18 minutes left here at Haywood Road. So, Holmes in the sin bin alongside Roden. I'm sure the RFL match review panel will have a long, hard look at that incident as Jaden Myers deals with Deck Patton's short restart. Well, it's that time of the afternoon where we've got to pick 4 players for the man of the match, and One of them's there playing the ball, and that has to be Zach Fulton. He's gone through a lot of work in defence and attack. Here goes Jordan Lilly now up and over halfway. Bradford's point scoring might not be finished. Ball's gone behind everyone. Picked up by Kieran Gill. We're putting Kieran Gill in the mix for the man of the match as well. I think you have to put Kevin Appo as well, and then maybe Eben Sker. There's been a lot of strong performances from Bradford. The forwards laying the platform. Danakoro's gone through a lot of work as well. Mitsuta off the field here, allowing Tyrone Ott a bit of game time as Lilly kicks on the last from 30 metres out. Targets Dan Abram. Abram takes it. 5 out from his own try line. But look at that kick chase defence there from Jordan Lilly and Tyrone Ott. Well, I think it's going to be the forwards that take the praise and plaudits for their performance this afternoon. Harvey Wilson, he could as well be in man of the match contention. There's been a lot of strong performances. And the question is, if you've got Dan Smith, Sam Hallis, John Davis potentially back next week, where do you make way for him? Swinton now move the ball from deep over on the far stand side, but Rhys Williams has knocked the ball on. Another error from Swinton. That's their 10th of the afternoon. And the lady scores on the doors elsewhere in the championship. 17 to go here. It is Barrow 14, Batley 12, Featherstone 18, Halifax 10. Widnes have hit back against Doncaster. It's 16-8. And look at this for a score. York 0, Whitehaven 36. It goes from bad to worse for Andrew Henderson and the York Knights. Scrum head and feed here to Bradford after Swinton's latest error. And the big screen here at Haywood Road. Swinton 6, Bradford 34. That will make great reading for the 700 to 800 fans who've travelled across the M62 this afternoon in hot conditions. So from the scrum, Lilly to Tafua, McGowan towards the line, wrapped up there by Lucas Green, rolled over underneath the post, and it's a penalty to Bradford because McGowan has had a bit of force applied to his neck. It's an 8th penalty to the Bulls, and to be perfectly honest, Alan Kilshaw's side, the distant ill-disciplined rabble at this stage, comfortably beaten on this bank holiday Sunday outing, as Lawrence will drive the ball in on the restart. Tackle one, out wide to Lilly. Lilly the over the top to McGowan. Ball goes to Douglas. Douglas 5 metres out, tackle 2. Swinton 6, Bradford 34 here. West Yorkshire Radio Bulls TV. As we see Fenton Rogers back out there for his final spell. And he's held up over the line. And Swinton still showing a bit of resistance and defiance in defence. The Huddersfield Giant Loney, he'll go back towards the 10. So 6 tries to 1. Not quite the 13 or 14 tries that we saw last season. Lawrence now to Lilly. Lilly's wrapped up in a 3-man tackle underneath the Swinton post. 10 metres out, centre field. Ott. Just looking to control things in that dummy half roll. Gives it to Lawrence. Remember, Tom Holmes is in the bin. So Bradford's attack just a little bit muted at this moment in time. They're on the last tackle now. Lilly boots a ball. Kieran Gill on for the hat-trick. Gibson put under pressure by Gill. Bradford's 3rd goal line dropout of this game. A season high from the Bulls. And everything is just cooking nicely here. We've got 15 minutes to go. Referee stops the clock once again. More pressure here for Swinton. Does Dick Padden go short? Yes, he does. But it's going to fall down nicely for Tyrone Ott, the former North Sydney Bears man. And he's rolled over 15 out to the right-hand side of the post. Fulton's in there at dummy half. Finds Lilly to Okoro. Okoro, look at the legs pumping from Dan Okoro. Well-oiled attacking machine. We might nickname him the Terminator. He just keeps going. Here goes McGowan. McGowan takes the line on. Gives the ball to Kieran Gill. Gill's in. But the try will disallowed. It's a forward pass from McGowan to Gill. The officials well placed there. Lovely bit of second phase there from Aidan McGowan, finding Gill in support, but unfortunately the ball's gone forward. 6th error of the afternoon for the Bulls. And we're just playing down time here at Haywood Road. Swinton 6, Bradford 34. A season best performance from the Bradford Bulls. That will give them confidence going into that mouth-watering tie at Barricade Odsal next Sunday. Bradford against Wakefield, a big crowd expected for that one, between maybe 6,000 and 7,000, as Dan Abrams lost the ball for Swinton from the scrum, so it goes from bad to worse here for Swinton. Bradford back on the attack. Lawrence surging. Lawrence, can he ground the ball? Referee looks. He's pushed back in the field of play by Mikey Wood and Josh Reeves. Lawrence thought he was getting a rare second try in Bradford colours. McGowan now. Standing start from young Aidan McGowan. This takes the tackle. 8 out. 8 to the left-hand side of the post. Bradford looking for a 7th try here. Tyron Ott, a little bit pedestrian there out of dummy half. Well, you can see what Tom Holmes brings to Bradford's attacking play. It's just gone a little bit lacklustre from the Bulls here, as Fenton Rogers tries to muscle his way past Lapore and Vaughan. Tackle foregone for Bradford, one left. Back it goes towards Lilly. Lilly kicks one through. Swinton have picked the ball up, and they're going to turn defence into attack. And that was good play there from Matty Foster, the Salford Red Devils loanee, as Rhys Williams comes in from his wing position. Caught high there by Okoro. Referee's playing the advantage, but we're going to go back anyway. And that was a little bit unfortunate there for Dan Okoro. Poor tackling technique. 6-8 the penalty count. We go back to the Swinton 20. Referee Liam Rush is saying Okoro went above the shoulders, into the face. And we're going to hear the ball hit the roof of this old stand once more. And the 5 inside the Bradford half of the field. So whilst it's been a very good defensive effort from the Bradford Bulls, they will be wanting to keep that 6 to Swinton on that big screen, as we see Roden and Holmes return from the sim bin. So both sides back to 13. And in that time, it was just Kieran Gill's second try. That was the difference. Swinton now, though, looking to finish with a flourish. They next face Wakefield Trinity at Bellevue in a fortnight's time, after Wakefield have made that trip to Barricade Odsal next Sunday. Back to come down the middle here with Case. He's going to be wrapped up there by Rogers and Okoro and Lawrence. Once again, Bradford's commitment in defence. That has been ultimately the platform that Bradford have based this display on, as Swinton look to cross for a late consolation. It's going to be Hall out of dummy half. Can he get the ball down Lewis Hall? No, he can't. And he's a metre out. And this is the last tackle here for Swinton. So it goes back to Gibson, to Patton. Patton against his former club. Kicks towards Williams. Williams takes that one and touches in at the corner. A great work try there between Patton and Williams. And Swinton do score a late consolation here at Haywood Road. We're in the 70th minute. And it's Swinton 10, Bradford 34. So Rhys Williams crossing for 2 tries this afternoon. Well, that might just take a little bit of gloss off this Bradford performance, as Patton's conversion attempt just creeps over the crossbar. So Swinton 12, Bradford 34. We've got 9 minutes left on the clock. And 9 minutes for Bradford. They're not going to leave Haywood Road here without the 2 points. They will move back potentially into the top 4 this evening, depending on if Halifax stage a late comeback against Featherstone. Last time we looked, it was 18 points to 10. And the latest score at Post Office Road is Featherstone 24, Halifax 10. So Featherstone and James Ford side, oh, hang on a second, Halifax have just gone in. 24-16 there, so 8 points the gap. 8 points the gap at Norton Park. Widnes 16, Doncaster 8. It's 36-0 still between Whitehaven, absolutely destroying York at the LNER. And look at that at Craven Park. Barrow 18, Batley 14. Paul Carey in game 301 might be picking up a crucial victory for the Cumbrians. So West Yorkshire Radio, Bulls TV, Swinton 12, Bradford 34. Make the game call Gleddle this afternoon. And we're going to see Swinton now on the restart, 20 out from their own try line. Well, I think anything that happens here now is going to be nothing more than a consolation. Alan Kilshaw's side, they'll have the week off next week before probably Swinton's toughest away trip of the year. They've already gone to Halifax and Toulouse, so that they might be a little bit unfazed by going to Wakefield to face Wakefield, who will be unbeaten in the league, as Swinton move the ball 10 shy of halfway, and there's a dangerous tackle here from Fenton Rogers. He's been penalised for lifting. So, penalty count slowly even itself up here. Referee will stop the clock, and someone's going for 10 minutes in the sin bin here. Oh, Deck Patton! Swinton have won the penalty, and Deck Patton is being sent to the sin bin by referee Liam Rush, and the penalty's reversed. It's a penalty to Bradford, and listen to the noise from the Bradford supporters. Deck Patton has been sent off for swearing at the match officials. Liam Rush has had his patience tested. Patton leaves the field, and he will play no further part this afternoon. As we said, it's been like Punch and Judy at times out there on the field. It's been a pantomime, a circus. And Liam Rush, he's had his patience tested enough. And now Bradford will hunt a 7th try and maybe 40 points on the scoreboard. They did beat Dewsbury earlier on in the year, remember, by 40 points to 4 in the 1895. So, 8 minutes to go on the clock here. Bradford coming down the middle, underneath the post here with Eben Skur. Roden comes in with Wood and Green, and Skur's 2 metres out. Otts in there at dummy half. Goes and finds Lilly. Lilly to Holmes. Over the top to Myers. Myers in at the corner. Bradford have a 7th try of the afternoon. And Jaden Myers scores try number 3 of the season. And that just puts the icing, the candles, the sparklers on the cake. 38 points to 12. The Swinton supporters, they've seen enough. They're heading for the exits here at Haywood Road. It will be Bradford's biggest win of the season. And talk about this for warming up for that Barnacard Hudsall showdown next Sunday, when Wakefield Trinity arrive in Bradford. 80 minutes away from Wembley. A big, big crowd expected at Hudsall. Certainly Bradford's biggest crowd since that game against Leeds in 2019. Jordan Lilly, a difficult conversion attempt over on the far stand side. The Bradford supporters applauding Jaden Myers, one of their own. Well, it was very clever play because Tyrone Ott actually spun the ball 20 metres, missing out Lawrence and I think Fulton across the face of the post. It was a lovely cut-out loop ball to Lilly. Lilly then put the spin and reverb on the pass. And despite Rhys Williams' attempted efforts to intercept the try, the ball, Myers just had a racing at the corner unopposed. Kick predictor 64% for Lilly over on the far stand side. Just the one miss this afternoon. Make that 2 misses. It's gone across the face of the post. Not that that will dampen the Bulls' spirits. The supporters in that stand directly opposite the gantry here at Haywood Road. It's party time for the 700 to 800 Bulls supporters here. Deck Patton just waving to the Bradford fans from the sin bin. Well, as we said, I think that might have just had an influence on this game. Alan Kilshaw will not be happy. That Deck Patton, as we said, is turned up for Punch and Judy. As Bradford now have not dealt with another Swinton restart. That one's gone dead in goal. Not quite sure who was to blame there. Myers and Douglas were just out of position, I think, and it's just skittled 10 metres out from the Bradford try line, and because no one was back in that corner, it's gone dead in goal. So more defending for Bradford to do here in the closing moments of this game, of which we have 6 minutes. So 6 minutes to go here. Mikey Wood down the middle channel here against his former teammates, and another penalty as Mikey Wood is adjudged to have been rolled in the tackle by Harvey Wilson. Well, it's 9-8 now, the penalty count. Always a high penalty count when Bradford and Swinton meet. So, Swinton looking for a third try of the afternoon. We've had 9 tries so far this afternoon. 38 points to 12. Gibson goes towards Abram. Abram goes past Lilly. Hatton did impede Myers, but referee Liam Rush happy as long as Abram surrendered and played the ball, which he did. So Abram to Gibson to Wood. Wood wrapped up there by Suter and Skurs. Suter back on the field here for the closing moments of this game. Hall out a dummy half to Abram. Swinton will finish with 12 men. There's a big collision there. Jaden Myers wraps up Foster and dumps him on his back. Abram now in the halves with Gibson, with Patton in the bin. Abram's going to take the line on himself, but he's wrapped up, and Swinton on the last tackle. This might be their last attacking raid in Bradford territory. It's going to go to Gibson, 20 metres out, crossfield kick, looking for Lepore. Tafua takes that one on the fly, and that was a leap of faith there from George Tafua, back from injury, and he will have a very, very confidence boost from his return as now Aidan McGowan swaps that 24 shirt for a number 12, and as if he's playing in the back row, taking Houghton and Gibson with him on a small gain for Bradford. So just under 5 minutes to go here. Swinton 12, Bradford 38. 7 tries from the Bulls, 6 different try scorers: Fulton, Gill, Suter, Apo, Okora and Myers. A season best performance from the Bulls, one must confess, as Fenton Rogers now gets wrapped up there by 3 hungry blue-shirted Swinton defenders. Bradford restricted to just 25 metres on this set of 6. So he'll go back to Lilly, deep inside the half, up and over halfway. Bounce of the ball is kind for Lepore from his own 10 to the 20. Look at this, late in the game, you've got Eben Skur, Fulton, Myers, also Douglas. Everybody's up there, and that's a good kick chase defensive effort there from the Bradford Bulls. So around 4 minutes to go here, and Bradford, they return to winning ways with a very, very strong, competent performance. Certainly the perfect tonic for Eamon O'Carroll and the Bulls ahead of that 1895 semi-final next week. 80 minutes away from Wembley. That's the carrot. Also the IMG points for winning the competition. Gibson now up and over halfway, draws in Suter, gives the ball to Abram, but Suter goes back towards where Abram is and wraps him up. Great defence from Mitch Suter there on the last tackle. Hall's kick charged down by Holmes. Holmes regathers possession. No, he doesn't. He has an air swing at it, and if Tom Holmes takes it, he's away underneath the post unopposed. Oh, Tom Holmes just looks towards the rugby league gods and he curses them. On another afternoon, that bounce of the ball is a little bit more kinder. It was a valiant effort in the end. Swinton back in possession. Tackle count resets, reloads as Roden strolls the ball in towards Holmes. No love lost between Holmes and Roden. And they're going to play the ball 48 out from the Bradford line. 3 left on the clock here at Hayward Road. Bradford leading by 38 points to 12. And Lilly and Fulton, the force Mikey Wood. It's Swinton's 13th error of the afternoon. And as we said, when you add in the set restarts and the penalties, it has been a very, very poor, flat Swinton performance. Referee Liam Rush just stopping the clock because Zach Fulton's down receiving medical treatment. Just dying moments of this game here at Hayward Road. Well, as always, we will catch the thoughts of Eamon O'Carroll. Check the SoundCloud page for any post-match interviews. And of course, all the pre-match stuff for the build-up to that Wakefield game. We'll be getting Darryl Powell ahead of that one next Sunday. So from the scrum, Tafu was over on this main stand side, on his knees, crawling forward, taking Vaughan and Lepori with him. Gills at dummy half. Now to Wilson. Wilson's rolled over, 5 inside the Swinton half of the field. A hot, muggy, sweaty afternoon here as Ott finds Skur. Skur puts a fending on one, can't get past Cox, I think it is. Sorry, Case and Wood. He'll get to his feet, he'll play the ball, centre field position. Lilly, once again, pass intercepted by Williams, and Williams could be away. Hooter sounds, McGowan wraps him up, drags Rhys Williams into touch. Very nearly a hat-trick for Rhys Williams, but the Bull supporters, they applaud a fully effort-based performance